Hi guys, it's me again, I'm Dan and welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be doing the very appropriate musical theatre tag. So as some of you may know, I am a musical theatre student myself, and as I say, it's quite appropriate for me to be doing this video because I know a bit about it and there's a lot of questions which I think it would be nice to answer on camera for you guys. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I also thought I would do things slightly differently and film at night. A random little thing I'm doing there because I'm filming in advance because I'm going away. Very soon, but and I also have a show to prepare for this week, which is why I need to do this video. So yeah, let's get into these musical theatre questions. So the first question is, do you prefer plays or musicals? So I personally prefer musicals because in a play, although both are incredible, like if they're done well, I would say with a musical, because you get all three aspects of, you know, musical theatre, and that you get like the singing, the dance, the acting and that as well. You get all of them, and it's just so much better in a musical because you get more thrown at you and it's so in your face, but it's so powerful to have all of them. So I'll say musicals. Question 2, when did you start to like performing arts? I was at a theatre group in Chesley Street when I was about 9-10 years old. That's when I sort of started it. But I'd been looking into different theatre groups and starting at different places around that time. But yeah, I stuck with Chesley Street because it was definitely one where I felt like I was fitting in a bit. But then by the time I was 11, I was starting secondary school, and I sort of left, and because there was drama incorporated into my secondary school quite a bit. So I did acting all the way through like school really, and then I decided to join the performing arts course at college, did that for 2 years, and then I went on to study musical theatre at the same college but at a degree level. So that's what I'm doing now, and there you go, there's my musical theatre life story right there. Next question is, have you ever been in a musical? I've been in a couple. I've been in a musical in terms of education at college, which was an original musical, and I played the male lead. It was a lot of fun, but I've also been in musicals with Chesley Street as well. I was in Joseph and the Amazing Technical Dreamcoat. I was part of the ensemble. And then we did like a panto as well and a musical theatre concert. So the panto was Rapunzel and the Tale of Rumpelstiltskin, which was like a mixture of different stories and characters and things, which was pretty cool. And the musical theatre concert had stuff from all sorts. I had Blood Brothers, Wicked, just off the cuff, I'm trying to think of a bunch that were in it. I'm not sure, I can't think of them all. There's a few examples there. I think we did put some from Joseph in as well because we'd previously done that not long before. But yeah, it was. I've been in a few musical theatre productions, and I've also done a lot of different showcases and things of musical theatre songs at college. So yes, quite experienced with musical theatre, you could say. The next question is, what was the first musical that you saw on the West End? That's a good question. I believe the first time I went to see a musical on the West End was this year when I went to see Les Mis with my dad. However, I can't confirm that for 100% certain because I can't remember. God, when was it? Because I've always remembered just knowing other people go down to London to see like theatre productions. I've been like, oh, I'm so jealous. And I think this year it's the one that springs to mind of me going to see a show for the first time in the West End. So that's what I would say, but don't quote me on that. Okay, the next question. If you could be a character from any musical, which character would you be? This is a straight up easy answer for me. I would play Evan from Dear Evan Hansen. A lot of people have said that I would play a good Evan Hansen because, I don't know, mainly probably because the guy that's currently playing him on the West End looks a bit like me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of people think that it suits my personality because he suffers with like anxiety and things and all of that, and he's quite a nervous and I guess awkward character, and that's a character type which I can play quite well. So yeah, I would say for me, and I would love to play that role as well. That is definitely one which I would love to do. So for me, that's definitely would be the role I would play if I could. Next one, slightly comical. What is your favourite musical theatre song to sing in the shower? I would probably say, I'm going to bring this musical up a lot, but You'll Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen. Yeah, it's one of my favourite musicals, and some of the songs are class, and it definitely, for one in the shower, I would say You Will Be Found as an excellent song. If you haven't heard it, check it out. Or I would also say that arguably the biggest musical theatre song, One Day More from Les Mis, that's another class one to do as well. Where we have our final performance this Thursday at college, and that's the closing song. How can I live when we are parted? We have a finale afterwards, like a finale dance to actually close the show with. But in terms of the last song, the last proper number, that's going to be One Day More in it, and it sounds so powerful because it's got every single class. There's 5 classes, and it's going to be the most amazing thing to do, and I'm so excited for it. So yeah, and back to the question, if I stop rambling, I would say You Will Be Found or One Day More to answer the question. I would say they would be 2 excellent songs to sing in the shower. Okay, the next question, who is your favourite musical theatre actress? So for me, again, it's quite an easy one. There's not a lot I can think of, but this one stands out, and I would say that my favourite is Alice Fern. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, she is currently in Come From Away on the West End, and that's what I know her from. But I believe she's been in stuff like Wicked as well, and I don't know off the top of my head what else. Yeah, she is probably my favourite musical theatre actress, and she's amazing. Her voice is absolutely out of this world. She's definitely my favourite by Clay Mile. There's loads of great actresses in musical theatre, but she stands out for me. Next one, I'm sure you can guess what the question is. Who is your favourite musical theatre actor? I would say that for me, there's a couple. There's a few I could name. First, I'm going to say 2 of the actors that have played Evan in Dear Evan Hansen. Again, I'm mentioning that musical because it's one of the best. Those 2 are Ben Platt, who is immense. He is probably my first place by a mile. However, based on the question, it says musical theatre actor. He's not actually in musical theatre at the moment. However, he did the Dear Evan Hansen film, and he used to play Evan in Dear Evan Hansen as well on the stage. Yeah, he definitely has been, and he definitely does count, and would be my favourite if the question didn't have so much grey area. In terms of like just now, I would go with Sam Tutty, which is currently the person playing Evan. I saw Dear Evan Hansen in March. It was in the middle of March, and he just wowed me. Like, his characterization is immense. For me, the way I'd see it is I find it hard to separate Ben Platt and Sam as a whole, because like I would say Ben has the voice, and I would say Sam has the almost the character. Sam does the character so well, and I've never seen anything like it. And I also have another one, which is an honourable mention, who is the guy currently playing Jean Valjean in Les Mis, and that is John Robbins. Again, I thought he played the role with such power and like authority, and it was just, honestly, when you have people playing a character like that and with something to actually make you feel something about it, that is the ultimate goal for a musical theatre performer. That's what you always want to give to an audience. That is why I would say those 3. But if I had to pick one, if I had a gun to my head at this moment in time, I was going to say Ben Platt, but now I'm changing my mind. I'm going to say Sam Tutty, which is, yeah, a controversial statement, but I love them all. They're all amazing. So, yeah, let's move on. Next question. What is your favourite film adaptation of a musical? Well, even it is my favourite. Alright, okay. I promise you, I'm not going to say Dear Evan Hansen this time. Although I loved the film, the stage musical is miles better. I mean, for most of the musicals, the stage production is better, because when you're in a room seeing it, you feel it a lot more than you do for a screen, from my personal perspective. But the one that comes closest to having an impact on me is Les Mis, because the film is honestly so good and it's so watchable. So I would say Les Mis is the best film adaptation, but honestly, the theatre production just tops it, because it's just immense. And I would say that Obviously, it is the best film adaptation, but definitely if you get a chance to go and see Les Mis, that is one that you should 100% see because it's immense. It's so, like, because it has a battle feel, and it's obviously they're going to war, they're going to the French Revolution. You've got to have a lot of power to perform that, and they do. The cast is incredible, and honestly, if you do get a chance to see it, definitely go. Okay, I'm now going to get a lot of controversy over the next question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. What do you think is the most overrated musical? So I'm going to get it out the way very quickly. The musical I think is the most overrated is Phantom of the Opera, right? Now, I'm going to explain. I have not seen this live, okay? I haven't. But I've seen like video clips and I've listened to all the songs. And frankly, there's so many better musicals out there, and it's just like, it doesn't do anything for me. It just doesn't. There's obviously other ones which I would see as overrated as well, and other ones which I think are amazing, which a lot of other people will see as overrated. But opinions, gotta have them. And yeah, that's just mine, and I'm gonna say that Phantom of the Opera is the one which I think is the most overrated. So the next question is, what musical made you cry? Now, many have made me cry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cried at Words Fail in Dear Evan Hansen. I cried at a section of Les Mis when they sang Little Fall of Rain and then they went into the battle. I started getting quite emotional there. And yeah, there's a few, but one which really stands out to me is that I cry practically every time I go to see Blood Brothers, right? Blood Brothers is one I haven't mentioned a lot in this video, but it's one which definitely deserves quite a bit of mention. And I've cried a lot in Blood Brothers, so in terms of like how much I've cried at a musical, another one to mention is Beauty and the Beast, the musical, which is the new one I saw. I think it was January or something like that. I believe it was in one of the vlogs I did that I went to see it with my mum. I came out actually full on sobbing at that because like it was so beautiful and yeah, oh, it was class. There's many that I've cried at musicals that make me very emotional, and it just so happens that I'm generally quite an emotional person. Next question, the polar opposite. What musical made you laugh when you went to see it? Why a lot of musicals are successful is that they have kind of a mixture of positivity and like darkness. Like if you don't have the comedy aspect to a musical to counteract with the dark undertones and themes which they have to tackle, then you know, it gets a bit dark the whole way through. Same again, you can't have a musical which is totally funny the whole way through without having anything dark because it just doesn't work. Or at least anything negative, I guess. But the one I would say which stands out, especially more recently, is Come From Away. I'd seen that for like the first time without any knowledge of what it was, and that's the first time that I did that with a musical, I think, or very close. But yeah, with Come From Away, because of that lack of knowledge almost, I honestly had the most amazing time watching it, and I found it so funny because it's the most hilarious musical made out of something very dark. It's obviously based around the aftermath of 9/11 and stuff, which the effects it has on everyone, but yeah, I'll let you read into that yourself. With Come From Away, it was just class, but I do think that next week I'm going to see the Book of Mormon, and that might top Come From Away because again, I don't know too much about the Book of Mormon, but I'm very much looking forward to it, and I'm going to be seeing that next Friday night on the West End. So excited. I'm filming this on Saturday the 18th of June. I don't know when this is going to be posted, but it'll be Friday the 24th, which is next Friday as I'm filming this. And that's when I'm going to see the Book of Mormon, and I'm very excited, and I probably will laugh a lot more at that because the point of it is to be funny. From what I've seen of it, it looks great and I'm very excited. Alright, this is the big one. This is the big question. It's not the last one, but it's the one which everyone's been waiting for. What is your all-time favourite musical? So, for me, this is a very, very tough question. I have seen a number which I genuinely love. I'm gonna name my top three because I can't like just miss out the other two that I have in my top three because they're incredible as well. Oh my gosh, it's so hard because my mind changes depending on my mood. But alright, honourable mention, Come From Away in fourth, right? Very good, loved it, immense musical. Third, I'm gonna say Blood Brothers. because that used to be my favourite before this year, and then 2 have topped it. But my second place I'm going to give to Dear Evan Hansen because it's just unreal. And then my first place I'm giving to Les Mis purely because of the fact that live, nothing can beat it. The power behind it is like unstoppable, and there's absolutely nothing else that could do it. I mean, there's in terms of like narrative and song quality and all that, whatever. There's other winners of those little things. But I'm not going to go into an awards ceremony of musical theatre right now. But I am just saying that as a whole, I would say Les Mis is my favourite musical. But Dear Evan Hansen is a very, very close second because of the music and the soundtrack. But there's too many good ones. There's too many good ones to just not give all of them credit. And yeah, I'm very much excited to go and see a bunch of musicals in London on the West End next week. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. One more question to go, which is, what would you do if theatre didn't exist? Frankly, I don't know, because theatre gives you an escapism like nothing else can, because it genuinely, with just the lights just off around you and just focused on the stage, the power that it can impact you with from certain songs or like scenes or emotions that the actors portray. There's just so much that genuinely can give you an emotional impact. I genuinely can't think of what else would do that. I mean, I know other people will have their own things which they enjoy and all that, but from my perspective, I genuinely can't see anything else. And for me, I genuinely don't know what I would personally do without theatre being there. But it's perfect. It's just exactly what I want, and it helps me with so much, and it has done already a lot. And the escapism of it is just unbelievable. So yes, that is the last question. That's going to be it for this video, so I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what your thoughts were on the video, and if you want me to make anything else related to musical theatre, then let me know as well. And also please subscribe and click the bell to receive a notification whenever I upload. But as I say, that's going to be it. So that's leave a like, drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!